Okay, everybody, let's take a minute and talk about Radical, our new CBD line in the Floyd's grooming line. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start with Restore Shampoo. Now, this is important. Let me remind you, CBD is the base ingredient within the line, right? Well, what is the CBD doing as a benefit? It's really restoring balance to the scalp and the microbiome. If you haven't heard that term before, that's a weird one. Microbiome, what does that mean? Well, let's go back to what I just said. The scalp, the area, the conditions within the scalp, we want them healthy, right? So it can really be productive when you're trying to grow hair or retain hair. Well, CBD helps to restore the balance on the scalp and help the hair grow, okay? Now, in conjunction with that, peppermint's in the Restore Shampoo. It helps to stimulate the follicles, and we want that to happen because it's gonna help stimulate and promote growth. That's important. So you'll see that sensation start to appear when you're gonna feel the sensation, but also you're gonna smell it. It's more of a sensory experience as well. So it's great to really stimulate the scalp and follicle. Now, what's also in this? Vitamin C and black pepper. And what they do is they invigorate the scalp. Again, we're trying to really promote activity on that scalp and get the hair moving, right? And this is important. And here's another really great thing about Radical. This is gonna help with your conversations with men, specifically about dandruff and psoriasis, right? We have a lot of men who have dandruff conditions, some have psoriasis. There's a difference between the two, okay? Now, I'm not gonna go heavy into that, but understand this, if you're dealing with either one, this is gonna help reduce inflammation, reduce itchiness, and reduce some of the flakiness that is associated with either dandruff or psoriasis. So Restore Shampoo is how you start things out. You want to restore and balance out the conditions on the hair and scalp. All right, let me pick up the Nourish Conditioner. Remember, we started with Restore with the shampoo, and now we're nourishing with the conditioner. What's the base ingredient? Once again, we're talking about CBD. What does it do? It helps balance that scalp, the microbiome, the conditions on the scalp. Now, here's the deal. Peppermint's in this, and here's what it's gonna do. It's gonna awaken the senses, you're gonna smell it, but also it's gonna stimulate the follicles, and this is important. We want that blood flow to stimulate the follicles and help nourish that hair to promote growth, right? Well, here's what's also inside Nourish Conditioner. Lemongrass, and what that does is soothes. It soothes irritation. I mentioned potential dandruff or psoriasis earlier. This is also gonna help with that, but also just dry scalp, itchy scalp. This helps soothe it with that lemongrass. Finally, what you're doing with this conditioner is you're really strengthening the follicle. You're protecting against breakage, and this is important for a guy who's trying to retain his hair and grow hair. You want to strengthen that hair, and Nourish Conditioner goes in and does just that. Okay, let's talk about stimulate therapy. Where have we come from? We've nourished, we've restored, and now we're stimulating, right? This is crucial, you guys. This is part of the service and the take home, and here's what you need to know. CBD is back as the base ingredient. We need it. It's got to restore and balance that scalp and the microbiome that we talked about, but also here comes the peppermint. This is key when you use stimulate therapy. You're going to smell it. It's going to be part of that sensory experience, but you're really going to feel it because it stimulates the scalp. It's powerful. It's great. You leave this on for 3 to 5 minutes, and you're definitely going to feel what this does, and that's the whole point. Here's what you also need to know about the ingredients. It has green tea in it, and that's rich in antioxidants. What does that do? It helps soothe the scalp. It helps ease that itching and the flakes that are apparent when we deal with dry scalp, dandruff, psoriasis, all those. What you need to know is this. All three of the products work together with the shampoo, conditioner leading up to the therapy. Here's what I also need you to know. You could use this every day if you wanted. However, a lot of men like to spread it out every other day, maybe once or twice a week. It's at their discretion, please know that. But just know this as well, it's powerful. Small bottle can go a long ways if you spread it out. So think about it in that sense. Just get to know each one of these products because they're important. When you talk about restore, nourish, and stimulate, they truly are doing one thing. They're helping that client with their scalp and their hair and really setting them up to grow and maintain their hair.